Hey, what's up? What's up? Welcome to Madhouse Pro. I'm in the building. If you don't like it, you can get out because it's my building. Hey, real quick, y'all, we're gonna get into this video. Audio routing in Samplitude Pro, right? Let me open this up and I'm gonna try to get through this as quick as possible. First thing first, y'all, when you open up your interface, I did this on a lot of videos. I mean, not the interface, but your digital audio work system. Make sure you download the driver for the piece of equipment that you're using. This is a Focusrite Scarlett. You have the Apollo Twin by UAD, and this is my primary, so this is what I'm using. Um, so mine is set to ICO for the Universal Audio Thunderbolt. That allows the system to see your inputs and your outputs of your interface, right? And it helps you with your routing because that's the name of this video, audio routing, right? So once you do that, I'm gonna click new, right? I'm preset already. We just click OK. So when you open this up, I have how many channels I got? A whole bunch, right? Like, okay, 32 channels. Some are auxes and buses and all that. We're not going to get into that in this video, but basically what we're trying to do is audio routing. So when you first come in, you have channel 1, 2, 3, 4. Your channels are set. Green mean I'm sending it to a bus. Red as well as a bus. I have it color coded. We're not going to try to get into that. We just want to understand the routing process. We'll just say one channel because if it could get a little bit out there. So we're going to use channel 1, right? I'm going to hit M on my keyboard. My mixer is way on this other screen. This is my mixer, right? 1 through the 32 should be down here, right? Yeah, 132. So I got 4 aux channels, 1 through 4. I have the buses labeled: vocal bus, miscellaneous bus, drum bus, synth bus. And these are my outputs at the very bottom, hence where it say name out. At the very top, right where the mouse is circling, that's your input, right? Oh, my bad. I'm in your way. These are your inputs, right? So this will help you with everything. So audio routing, when you're dealing with a channel, hence here's a channel 1. This is channel 1. Channel 2, this is channel 2 in your mixer. So when you lay something on one of these tracks, it's gonna pretty much your input, it goes all the way down to the out. So this is routing. I'm gonna show you how this works. Um, we're just gonna load a file on the first one, right? Import audio. We're not gonna use that one. Projects. Any of these got a WAV file? All right, so we'll just load this one, right? Load. It's on channel 3. We're gonna take it up to channel 1 for the sake of this video, right? So channel 1, when I hit play, as you can see what's going on, right? Channel 1 right here. I'm gonna open the mixer, right? Channel 1 also goes to my synth. This output goes to my synth bus, which is right here. From my synth bus, it goes to stereo master right here, which is 1 and 2 right here, right? So if you left click that, my monitor is left 1 and left 2, right? I'm gonna have to stop that. Monitor left, right, which is monitor 1 and 2, which is depending on your audio interface. On the Focusrite, this will be your 1 and 2, if you could see that. It's two holes right there. On the Apollo Twin, my monitor left and right are these two right here. That's 3 and 4. I'm not using 3 and 4. If I had a separate set of monitors, I could go that, but we're using 1 and 2, right? So that'll be your output to your speakers, right? Also on your interface, this one will be for the headphones on the Apollo Twin. If you're using the Focusrite, you have a little headphone icon right there where my finger is pointing, if you can see it. That'll also be activated on your channel, so when you can control the volume in your headphones, right? So that'll be like the outputs that are your 1 and 2s, right? So that's how everything is routed. So if I hit M and get off the mixer, channel 1 right here, you'd be like, bet. I can hear it. Let's go back to channel 1 and 2. Channel 1 rather. It's right there, so you can see it. You can control the volume here. Since it's going to the synth bus, y'all, if y'all kind of keep up right here, I can turn it down here. Turn it back up. Or the main bus. You see what I'm saying? You can turn that down. Now, I do have mine set up a little different because I'm using console with my Windows setup. So, but with your setup, it should be something very similar to this. So, all the routing, audio routing. I'm about to go through this real quick again. We're going to use the input. So, all your routing comes in from some source. Whether if I'm using the microphone or I just lay a track of audio file on a track. These are your inputs. That's why I say in. I'm gonna circle the mouse up in this area. Say in. Channels, that's how they coming in. 3 or 4, 5 or 6, 7, 8, or 1 and 2. Now your channel is gonna come down. We're talking audio routing. The way my channel is set up in my mixer, after it comes through 3 and 4, or the input, whatever we get, track 1, track 2, we can name these tracks. Gain. Some people use this for gain staging. This is the very first gain that hits, and they say, hey, you could adjust right there if you want to, but everything comes down. So you got your, from that input, you could gain, you could put a delay there if you want. Then you have the auxiliary channel. So if I wanted to add an auxiliary channel, such as another delay or reverb or EQ, anything, right? I could just add it right here and then adjust it there. Then you got your plugins you also can add in for special effects and things of that nature. Then it still gonna come down. Then you have an EQ here as well that's set. Then you have a pan knob that you could do left or right. So this is the order that it comes down. So you could affect your track once it come in. If it's coming in too hot, and which you don't want hot, you just want it to come in. Because anything you could turn up. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want it too hot to where it's distorted and you can't get that out. So it comes that way. So it comes the gain, delay, aux track if you want to put one on there, the VST plugins, and then the EQ. So you can even EQ it, then pan it. But once you get right here now, you're talking like if you want to record something, a mic, it'll still come in at the very top and you still can have an effect on it as it come down through the rest of the channel. So, but the end result is you want it to go out, and your out really is your master channel. So y'all be looking, well, this isn't that. So look, if I left click that, I could change that from the synth bus to like the drum bus, miscellaneous, or the master stereo bus, which is this one, master stereo down here. So now when I hit play, even though it's green on track 1, because I changed the output to stereo, you're not catching it on a synth bus. It's just going directly to the channel. So, you could do that by just left clicking on that box and change it. So now if I go back to the synth bus, now it's going to send it to the synth bus, and the synth bus send it to the stereo bus. So that's why you got 3 things, 1, 2, 3, right? So you got to look at those things and keep that in mind. Like when you're routing, there's so many different ways you could route audio through your system. So, but this has been a short video, even though it's 10 minutes. Hopefully I answered the questions that some people needed. Audio routing, this is at a basic a basic level. I could get more into it where you routing and what happens when you do set up an aux send and all that other stuff, but we're not gonna get into that. So I hope you guys learned something. If you have any questions, just hit me up. This is Madhouse Pro, and I'm out. Peace.